It's time for some damn good tacos in college football. We're excited to announce our title sponsor, Torchys Tacos, for the Arkansas Football Report with Otis Kirk, and the new addition to the Hogville.net family, the Arkansas pregame show starring former Hog running back Marshall Foreman, hosted by Jason Pattison. If you're looking for a place to unwind and call the Hogs, Torchys is the place. Torchys' location on MLK in Fayetteville is the proud host of the Arkansas pregame show, and it will air 2 hours prior to kickoff of each Fayetteville home game. The Arkansas Football Report airs every Thursday at 7 p.m. in Rogers. Check out the full-service bar on the patio or in the restaurant while you cheer Arkansas on to victory. Torchys has you covered with the daily drink specials or the taco of the month with their queso that's made in-house fresh daily. Torchys has 2 convenient locations in Northwest Arkansas, which happen to be the only 2 locations here in the great state of Arkansas. They have you covered for some damn good tacos, and go Hogs.
Good evening, Razorback Nation. It's Thursday, March 27, 2025, and welcome to the Arkansas Football Report with Otis Kirk, special guest Jerry Meadows, and myself, Jason Pattison. Thank you to Torchys in Fayetteville and Rogers each and every week with the hospitality that they show us, and big props to Jonathan and to Marcus. Always click the like and subscribe button. That helps us grow the community and also gets the word out with Arkansas sports, football, Hogville. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel so you can catch all of our shows and the videos, which Jerry, the third and final episode of the Hogville Heroes series, wrapped up this evening at 6 p.m. Go over and check out all 3 of those. Tonight we've got special guest Donnie Centers, former Razorback, that's going to join us here in just a few moments. And also you can watch all past shows with Otis, Dudley, Kevin, and Marshall. Special thank you to Carbless Cocktails. You can try any of their, well, it was 9, but it's right around 13 now. We got 4 different flavors. I got 2 of them really quick. I got the blood orange. This one's a really good one. I had this one. And I think tonight, while I'm watching the Razorbacks wipe the floor with Texas Tech, I'm going to try the watermelon. So be sure to check both of those out here exclusively at Torchys Tacos. And they are 0 sugar, 0 carbs, and 100 calories per can. And you can find those here or any major retailer. Be sure to stop by any of the Torchys locations here in Rogers or Fayetteville, Jerry, which happen to be the only 2 locations in the great state of Arkansas. Try the Scallywag. That is the taco of the month. That is just bear with me for a second. You've got shrimp. They coat that in a little bit of coconut and Captain Crunch cereal with some red slaw and some habanero jam. And I'm going to tell you what, that thing is delicious. I know it's a lot, but it's really, really good.
Captain Crunch.
Captain Crunch. I'm not kidding you. Also pair that with their house-made queso that's made fresh daily, or to any of the great tacos that they have on the board over in the back. So make sure to check those out today. Also, Jerry, if you mention Hogville at the register, guess what happens? Free taco.
Oh my!
Get a free taco. Then if you sign up for the Torchys rewards, it's a free queso and chips. That right there is a meal in itself. Grab a drink.
Is that good for my wife too?
Yeah.
Oh man!
All you have to do is mention Hogville at the register. That gets you the free taco, and then you sign up for the rewards program, and that gets you the queso and chips. So make sure to check those out today. Well, let's get to the person of the hour. I got Mr. Donnie Centers. DC, what are you doing, my man?
Hey, man, you call it a man of the hour. That's kind of, you kind of hyped me up there. I'm just
got to.
Yeah, I'm just sitting back. I'm just sitting back, just hanging out on a Thursday evening, checking you guys out, and glad to be here. Thank you guys for having me on tonight.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome, man. I want to tell you, I had a lot of fun with that interview that all 6 of us were a part of. When you get to go and do something like that, what does that do for you? Not as, Donnie Centers, the former Razorback, gets to see his teammates and stuff, but Donnie Centers, the person.
Well, actually, it allows me to network a lot. What I'm doing now, I'm with an organization called PSPI, which is Parent Student Prison Initiative, and I'm the first ambassador for the state of Arkansas for that particular organization. And it's a three-prong organization. What we do, we work with the incarcerated person, we work with the actual the child, and we also work with the school system. We try to keep them intertwined while the incarcerated person is incarcerated. Keep some type of line of communication. Also, that child that's left behind, our organization will actually go in to that home and maybe toiletries, some things that the parent would have been providing for that particular person. The organization comes in and gives things to that particular family in that thing. And also a lot of self-development for the individual incarcerated, and also some coping skills, soft skills for the child as well. And excuse me, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just going to say, so what part of all of that do you do?
I'm the ambassador. What I do, I'm boots on the ground. I do hand-to-hand combat with the actually incarcerated person. I also advocate with the prison system here in Arkansas. I look for resources, housing. Once the person is released, we're doing make sure they got health care, driver license and job resources, referrals, things of that nature. So I get out in the community and find employees that hire ex-offenders who are more lenient to those type individuals. I also offer job training. I partner with different organizations. I'm with an organization now, also Book Somebody, which is a heck of an organization here in Stamps, Arkansas. That particular organization came from Des Moines, Iowa, and then Phoenix, Arizona, and then came here to Stamps. The Parent Student Prison Initiative, the headquarters is in Phoenix, Arizona. You know what I'm saying? So I'm networking across the nation. This particular guy, Tony Mosley, with the Parent Student Prison Initiative, he's actually a school counselor, and he's also a trauma counselor. He deals with trauma, death, and stuff of that nature. And so his goal to get down in Arkansas first, and then cross over to Texas, which he's in Texas as well. I have a lot of connection in Texas, especially in Dallas, with the criminal justice system, judges, and matter of fact, I just spoke with the district attorney in Dallas, Mr. Caruso, John Caruso, and he's excited about what we're doing as well. And so we're trying to partner with as many people as we can. We're trying to help people because we want to reduce the recidivism and understand that people do make mistakes. Just because a person made a mistake does not mean that they're less than anyone else. And they have an opportunity just like anyone else to get back out here and do right. And that's our goal, is to help them to not receive it.
When you give somebody the resources for that second chance, what type of feedback do you get from the people that you are working with?
Well, it's very positive. At first, when you go into the home, okay, I deal with the children too, and the person who's caretaking for those children as well. A lot of it's apprehensive at first, apprehensive, that they don't understand. But we got a group of psychologists. We got a whole big gamut of people that within this organization that I can refer them to. But once they understand the gist of it, they're very open to it. They're receptive. Okay, say like the judicial system. Let's go with the judicial system here in Arkansas.
Yeah,
they are looking right now for help. They need help in the state of Arkansas because what they're doing, they're trying to amp their prison systems up, but they're overcrowded. But they don't have a plan of action to do anything with the people once they are released.
Yeah,
that's what we are. We're the problem when a person gets incarcerated, they don't really have a vision, inclination of what they're going to face once they get out. Then they have that disconnect with their children.
Yeah.
Okay, so now when they get out, they got a bunch of things. First they got to try to make money.
Yeah.
Okay, they got to try to reconnect with their children. If they got a spouse or a girlfriend or whatnot, that nature, they got to get back with that. Get back with their family, the mama, the dad, the brothers and sisters like that. Especially if they betray some type of trust. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you betray some type of trust, we got to get you back in the game. Get you back honest with yourself. And I'm Donnie. What I do, I personally work with self-development. I'm a self-development specialist, and I was also I let my certification expire in the state of Texas. I was a peer recovery support specialist in Texas, and I'm working on that here in Arkansas. But Arkansas just changed their governing body. They was with an organization out of Virginia, but they get it all in house now in the state of Arkansas. So Arkansas got their own criteria of how they want to do things. So I'm working with them to understand how I can best fit into their organization. We can best work together and make this thing work for the betterment of people.
That's some pretty powerful stuff, Jerry.
I had a cousin that was in prison for 22 years, and we eventually was able to get him out. And after we did, when a man comes out out of prison for that many years, someone has to take the time to invest in that person's life to get them acclimated back into society.
Right.
And so that's what I did. I made sure that he had employment, he had a place to stay, he had a vehicle, so that he could get acclimated. And but it's like Donnie's saying, somebody's got to invest in these people's lives because they made a mistake. My cousin, he was at the wrong place at the wrong time, but he paid a severe penalty for what happened. But he was a good guy. He just needed another chance. Once we got him out, he spent 14 years in freedom. He never was a problem and succeeded in every way. He was just a classic example of a good citizen.
Donnie, how can we either reach out to you or to the organization that you are working for if there's anybody that can help in any way, shape, or form? How can they reach you all?
Well, right now it's pspi.org.
Okay.
You can go to that website right there and you can read about it. And if you want to contribute in any type of way, you can do it that way for that organization. We just need the resources. And also, if you know someone who's presently incarcerated, or I'm working with a guy right now, he just got 6 years, and I'm working with him right now to get our stuff together. So when he goes, I can get him the paperwork and the stuff he needs, and get him on a program of action while he's there. The program is mine, and Jason, I'm gonna add this into one of my main passions is that I was incarcerated. Okay, I was incarcerated, and I knew what it took for me, and I'm gonna do some name slinging here for a second. My brother, Larry Centers, he played 14 years in the NFL.
Yes.
Okay. he played for the Arizona Cardinals, and he was at a game. I think his second year in the NFL. Stephen Jones and Jerry Jones came down on the field and asked him where was Donnie Centers. He said Donnie got into a little trouble. He didn't want to tell them where I was at. So, but he saw that they were sincere. So he told them that I was incarcerated. So Jerry and Steve told Larry, tell Donnie when he get out, he has family out here. You know what I'm saying? So Steve sent me books while I was in prison. Steve Jones sent me books, sent me reading glasses. My brother sent me books. That type of, and once they did that, I went back to college. I went to college in prison and got my associate degree in college. And now that same associate degree right now is helping me get my bachelor's back up at University of Arkansas. You know what I'm saying? So we don't know what seed that we're planting in a person's life. At that, you don't know when that person is ready to make that transition from, you know, whatever I was doing until I am now. You know, so I encourage anybody, if you know someone who's struggling in any kind of area, you know, to reach out. Matter of fact, you can reach out to Donnie Centers. You can go to DonnieCenters.yahoo.com and email me, and we can go from there. And then also, I got another deal with Top Dog, which is this my personal deal. Tired of being depressed, oppressed, and suppressed. I finally got to keep hope alive. It's time for a change movement. That's me. You know what I mean? But the overall deal, the bigger scheme of things is this Parent-Student Prison Initiative. And I'd encourage anybody to get involved, especially if you got someone who's struggling, who's even on the bridge. But we do mentorship as well. Got a whole mentorship program. You know what I'm saying? So from the age of, say, like 7 or 8 years old, when they first started kind of getting mischievous, all the way up to 18, we just did a deal over here at a resource at one of these teenage centers. Just did a deal over there like a month ago. Brought a group in there and did some things over that way. You know, so we're moving a lot of different areas because right now it's very crucial in the state of Arkansas. And now with the economy the way it is, it's going to be a lot more crime. So if we can deter these people from crime and understand you got to think before you commit those acts. You know, so those are the type of things we're doing, Jason.
Yep. And I think, and I speaking from my experiences in life too, when you've got somebody that's incarcerated, more than likely they haven't had a person that has invested in them to that point. And then being in prison, having that isolation from the world, and then having somebody, like you said, send you a book, send you reading glasses, send you something, that shows that there's somebody out there that does care. And I feel like that goes a lot farther, for instance, than maybe whenever they were not in prison.
Absolutely. It's you can't put a dollar value on it. You know what I'm saying? It's something that's within a person. You know what I mean? Because see now, because you inside these walls, this is all you see every day. Now somebody from the outside is reaching out and they giving you a vision of what's out here, what's outside. Don't worry about that stuff you're going through right there. That's only temporary. You will get out. So we want you to prepare to get out. The preparation, that's why the Parent-Student Prison Initiative is so important, because we're preparing them to get back with your child. We're going to keep them as close as they can while they're locked up. Also working with the prison system as well for incentives for those individuals, you know, maybe get an extra phone call or extra something, you know, for this interaction with that child.
Yep. Because
the child is the most important person, because, you know, studies show that children of incarcerated people, it just keep going and going. It becomes
it's a waterfall effect almost.
Absolutely. So we're trying to break that curse. You know, and that's what we're doing. I'm dedicated wholeheartedly into this particular program, to what I do every day.
So again, pspi.org, and if you are able to help, donate, be an active member of some way, somehow, get on there. State of Arkansas needs you, and this organization needs you too as well. So be sure to jump on there and try to do something to help with that great organization. Donnie, now I want to get to the matter at hand for a second. This dad blasted football team. I'm going to tell you what. So here's the scoop right now. You've got 16, 17, 15, right around that number of offensive linemen on scholarship. You've got 16, 17 offensive wide receivers on scholarship as well. They're light on the defensive end or on the defensive side of the ball. How crucial is it to beef those numbers up on the defensive side because of practice, because of spring ball, fall ball, going into out of fall camp into the start of the season? Because I mean, you've talked about this before. It's a lot of wear and tear on your body on the lead up, and if you're thin on that side, that's not doing you a damn bit of good.
You're right. You're right. Now, me personally, what I would do, some of my great skill offensive players, I'm gonna run them over there too on defense. I'm gonna run them. I'm gonna, especially the skill position, cornerback, safeties, wide receiver, running back. You know what I mean? I can run those. I can run those. They could intertwine. Because 9 to 10, a lot of them played them both in coming up. They learn the basic skills. That's what I would do just offhand without bringing any players in. Dealing with what I got on hand, I'm going to say like if it's Donnie. That's okay, Donnie. You're a wide receiver. I need you today to pay scout team free safety. You know what I'm saying? Because I may need you in the game. So my scout team coaches want to teach you back pedal, you break on it this way, break on it that way. So now I've got a dual threat. All my players are dual threats. It's just like in a factory, in the industry. You want to cross train people. People in the factories, you're cross trained. I can run that machine. I can run this machine. I can do this. I can do that. So it's the same thing when you manufacture an athlete. An athlete needs to understand, because first off, in the film room, when I'm in the film room, I already know what Jim, Tom, Willie, I already know what they do on any given play. You know what I'm saying? So now I can plug and play. If I'm short in the area, like you said in defense, we're short in defense. Okay, so my fullbacks, you guys are mostly linebackers or defensive ends, tight ends. You know what I'm saying? So you can intertwine to get through practice. Now, if I got 17 defensive players, I mean that actually can play, 17 players that can actually play. Now, in practice, I don't want to wear them out in practice. With some of you guys over here, all these 17, 18 wide receivers I got over here, 11, 12 running backs I got over here. Hey, guys, today you are a safety. Today you are a linebacker. In practice, that is. You know what I mean? So that really ups their skill level. Also, it allows them to get practice time and be participating in the game, so they feel more connected to the team because they are contributing. Because if I got 17 wide receivers, somebody not getting reps.
They've already moved one over. They got Bryce Stevens. He was a returner. They've moved him over to the defensive side of the ball on the cornerback. Mm-hmm. Sam's talked about they're needing more cornerback. They're needing more defensive ends. At the end of the day, you really need 6 or 7 defensive tackles on the inside, on the interior. You're going to need probably between 6 and 8 guys a defensive end, because with the amount of plays when you were playing, they were playing 55, 65 plays a game on offense.
Right. So
they're doing 80 to 90 now. Mm-hmm. So you need more bodies to be able to move in and out. Now, I have a question for you. Jerry, he doesn't know about this, but I think you might get me out next time I see you. But now, if Coach Hatfield would have said, "Hey, Donnie, you go play safety," would you have done it?
Of course. Okay. The deal of it is, Arkansas is the only school that recruited me both ways. Every other school recruited me solely as a defensive back and a special team guy, returning. You know what I mean? So defense. That's why I begged the coach let me be on the kickoff team. I want to go hit somebody. You know what I'm saying? I want to hit somebody. So for me, it's no problem. But you got these they call these pansies now. They want to be cute. Wide receiver, you know what I'm saying? They want to be cute.
I
So
love him, man. You just say it like it is, DC. That's what I love about you, man.
yeah, but see, so he may have a more problem than back in the day.
Yeah.
Now, because you're saying I'm just a wide receiver. I'm just a defensive back. No, man, you're a football player.
Yeah.
And we come here to win games. We're not trying to be pretty. You can dress nice in your uniform and go out there and look nice and wave at your girlfriend and stuff like that. But in the day, we trying to win a game.
Yeah.
We trying to win the game. I'm not trying to see what position you playing. I don't care. It may say in the program, you're a linebacker, but guess what? I need you to play such today.
Yeah.
Simple as that. So I understand the obstacles that the coaches face today. I can dig. I get that 100%.
How close were you to going to Tulsa?
Pretty close, because in my high school, every top athlete went to Tulsa. It was like it was a factory. Cooper was there. Cooper, the one that coached at Ohio State. I think he won some of the Ohio State. Yeah, Cooper. John. I can't think of his name.
Yeah, John Cooper.
Yeah, Cooper was the head coach at Tulsa at the time. Okay. I feel they had some kind of deal with the head coach at Longview. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To run the Tulsa. So when I went up there, I had some friends, some Lobo. I'm a Lobo. So a lot of Lobo friends was already playing for Tulsa. That's how I really got to watching Arkansas, because Tulsa played Arkansas every year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm watching the guys that I had watched when I was young play for Tulsa against Arkansas, and I started liking Arkansas. Okay. So when the recruiting, it got pretty, heated up, I went up there and I said, no, I'm not going to Tulsa. I'm not going to follow them. I'm gonna blaze my own trail, make my own trail. That was really when I did that. Now it's a rumor. I don't know how true it is. My daddy told me this. When I chose not to go to Tulsa, the head coach of Longview said another center will not play a down of football for Longview, and to this day they have not.
Really?
Yes, sir. My brother had to transfer out. My brother wanted to play in the NFL. He transferred out of Longview with the Tatum. And then they took my youngest. My mama took them both out. Yeah, so I was pretty close. I didn't say I wasn't close, but through the structure thing. But I had a coach. I had a trainer, Jimmy Kendricks. Jimmy Kendricks was a trainer for Longview High School, who had been a trainer for the University of Arkansas under Dean Weber. Mm-hmm. Okay, so Coach Kendricks was in my ear about Arkansas. You know what I'm saying? And so I was leaning toward, with Coach Kendricks. I mean, Coach Kendricks is pretty cool. And so I'm listening to Coach Kendricks. I'm not listening to our head coach till I go to Tulsa. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of threw, the head coach name was Doug Cox. I kind of blocked Doug Cox out, and I just kind of listened and weighed everything out, because at this point SMU was the school. You know what I'm saying? SMU was the place to be. They had the money. And
yeah, they did.
Yeah,
especially back in that era. Holy cow!
And see, when that happened, NCAA. After I got back to my recruiting bit from SMU, the NCAA called my brother out of his class. They called him on the speaker to come out of his class, took him to the office, and asked him about me and my SMU visit when I got back. Because SMU sent a jet down to Longview to pick me up. You know what I'm saying? So when I got back, I got all this money. You know what I'm saying? And so they interrogated my brother, which pissed me. I was at Arkansas by this time. Yeah. When I really got when they really started investigating me, I was already at Arkansas. But it kind of ticked me off that they would bring him into my stuff. But SMU, it came down to Arkansas and SMU basically. OU came in late, and that was really enticing. I kicked Texas out way early because that was everybody's dream to go to Texas. You know what I'm saying? A Texas athlete. I didn't like their arrogance. They were too arrogant. Wasn't talking about, to me, they wasn't talking about nothing.
Yeah.
SMU had a good deal for me. They had a great deal for me. You know what I mean? A wonderful deal. But when Lou Holtz came down to Longview, when Lou Holtz came, he came himself, smoking his cigar. He got his cigar, and we sit down and we talk. And got everybody out of the room, just me and him. And he run it down to me. He ran the whole scheme down to me. This is possible. I'm not giving you no promises, but this is what's happening. I already had a good support system from the Razorbacks. Alumni. I had a good deal. I had a nice deal there. Jobs and stuff. No money, just jobs. Jobs and things of that nature. So that was the edge that when OU the night before signing day. Now the TV cameras and everything coming to my parents' house to film me signing this deal. OU called me, man. Why don't you? I said, why don't you leave? Because I told him, man, it's too late. It's too late. I told you, I said, it's too late. And you can just leave. I said, no, I'm not going to leave. I'm going to sign with Arkansas. That's my decision. That's in my heart. That's what I feel. I appreciate everything that you guys have done, that you got all the beautiful things you guys have shown me. But I feel that Arkansas is the best fit for me.
That's that Barry Switzer 11th hour rug pull that has happened so many times before.
Yeah.
Man, gosh. Jerry, when you've been at practice, and Donnie, you're going to like to hear this. From your observations, what probably is the strongest position right now on the offensive side of the ball?
My personal opinion is it's kind of like a catch-22. It's just whichever flavor you want to pick. But for me, what's most important is that offensive line. And at this particular point, we've probably got at least 10 that could play, and the quality would not suffer much on the field. But whenever you look at our running backs, we've got about 4 or 5 running backs. We got Braylon Russell, and we have Rodney Hill and Mike Washington. Mike Washington is something special. He has the potential of just that breakaway speed, and it's going to be interesting because we're really deep in quarterback because we've got Talon, and then we've got KJ that backs him, and then it's kind of a toss-up with Madden and what is his name? Blake Boda.
Mm-hmm.
Madden seems like the talent is there, but it's real rough.
Mm-hmm.
But the one that I've always said since last year, that the quarterback that has the best technique is KJ. He's just, when he throws a tight spiral, and he's deadly with it.
I'm going to tell you what, in DC, I know that you've talked about this with the way that Brad Taylor used to sling it back in the day. One thing that I've noticed with KJ's balls, they come in a little bit nose down,
mm-hmm.
and a little bit heavy. But I mean, you're basically having to play defense to catch the ball so it doesn't take your flipping head off.
But if you think about it, that's the way you really want it.
Yeah.
You want it coming in here. You want it coming down right in here in that mid where you can catch it and go on about your business. And that way, same like in these tight windows now they got nowadays. The one is a very tight. So the arm has to be strong. Get it in there and get a receiver time to, depend on the catch. When I'm saying that those right down the line catches, you want like right here, your hand, your thumbs together, and go on and tuck it, you can make something happen. You know what I'm saying? The faster you get it, the faster you can make something happen once you catch the ball. It's all about, for a receiver, it's all about the run up the catch. Okay, fine, anybody can catch a ball. Hey, my grandbaby can catch a ball. You know what I'm saying? I can throw my grandbaby the ball all day long. But once they get it,
yeah.
If that quarterback can get that ball in a position where that particular player can make a move or make a play, that's what the player is designed for. The player is not just designed to catch a ball. You know what I'm saying? The player is designed for that receiver to have an opportunity to make something happen after the catch. So with that ball, like you're saying, with that pass, he's coming in with that ball coming down. It's coming down off in the glove, and now he can tuck it instead of coming up here, or the ball is coming. Say the ball coming up like that, he got to bring it down and then tuck it in. So you got two motions instead of that one motion. Tuck it and go.
Well, Donnie, when a quarterback throws that ball up high in the air, he's then making his receiver vulnerable to really possibly getting hurt.
Mm-hmm.
But if he's got the ball down lower, say from the knee to the waist,
right,
he's reaching for the ball, and also he's got momentum now once he catches the ball that he can take off.
Absolutely, that's my point exact. Absolutely,
yeah.
And that also helps too, because if, like with Brady G111 was saying, Taylor will be much better with a good offensive line, and you can say that with any of the quarterbacks that are on campus, because if they've got time, if they instead of them having a 1.5 to 2.5 seconds to throw the ball versus 3 to 4 seconds to throw the ball, that is an eternity for a quarterback to be able to wait for the routes to mature, for the guys to get open, or find that soft spot in the defense for them to be able to sit into it and then give the quarterback enough time to find them. I think that's what's going to help Talon here this fall.
I agree with you. I don't have a knock against Talon other than his consistency. I feel as though he has been inconsistent. He's made some great plays. Don't get me wrong. I mean, he made some wonderful plays. I mean, he's done some wonderful things. He's almost like a Dak Prescott. You know what I'm saying? I don't trust him. I just right now I don't have the trust in him in a tight game. When the chips are down, I don't have trust in him. Say you got 1 minute and 30 seconds on the clock. You're down by 6 points. You got to have a score. Field goal won't do you no good. You know what I'm saying? Now his legs are great. Got great legs. He got a great arm. But it seems as though that sometimes in those situations, he's not making that throw, that clutch decision. And sometimes it's not even a throw. It's just a decision. Whether it be a decision to just take the sack, the play is no good. I'm gonna lose 5 yards, just take the sack. Don't try to make that happen and fumble the ball trying to run out of here somewhere. You know what I mean? Just take the sack and we'll live to see another day. It seems like though sometimes he feels as though he has to make a play at all the time. You don't have to make a play all the time. Sometimes you just sit back. That play didn't work. That's not on the quarterback. That's either on the offensive coordinator or somebody else. You know what I'm saying? 9 to my 10 offensive coordinator that called that play in that particular defense. So I'm not saying that it's all on Taylor Green. What I'm saying, but Taylor Green to me, I want somebody else. In other words, I want somebody in there that's got that kill instinct. That's going forward, just like a Patrick Mahomes. I'm going forward. I'm trying to put a nail in the coffin every trip of the train. That's my opinion.
Are you a closet Chiefs fan?
No, not at all. I'm not a Limbo Parks. Hey, Limbo Parks. I'm not studying the Kansas City.
I was waiting to see if you take that bait or not on that one.
No, I'm not. Hey, like I tell Limbo, it's not like I hate them because they came from Dallas. We kicked them out of Texas.
They
are little brothers.
Yeah,
they are little brothers. So I don't just they still are little brothers.
I was trying to get him to take the bait on that one, Jerry. He wouldn't take it. He wouldn't take it.
Of course, Patrick Mahomes. He's from my area down in Northeast Texas. He played ball like maybe 30 miles from where I'm from, 30, 40 miles from where I'm from. So that particular region within itself has you talking about major football players down there.
Yeah.
There's some major football players coming out of that area. So I like Patrick. I like his mentality.
Yeah.
Not just so much his skill set. God, he got great skill set, but his mentality, the way he approached the game. Nothing, he still, you make a mistake, he's still clapping his players on, he's still dapping them up. You know what I mean? He's not chalking them up, trying to, really jump down their throats or nothing. He gets frustrated sometimes, not often. He keeps an even keel throughout the game. He has confidence that he's going to win. He's going to make the next play.
I'm going to tell you this much. I know that he's rooting for Texas Tech tonight because Arkansas plays Texas Tech in the Sweet 16. And I'm going to tell you, it would not be any sweeter for me to watch him sit there crying in a T-shirt because his beloved Red Raiders got waxed by the Razorbacks tonight in the Sweet 16.
Well, we got a good shot at it. I mean, they're not a big team. They got what? They got 171 guy. And they got 6'9".
Well, those tall guys don't play any. Their go-to guys 6'8".
Right, that's what I'm saying. And he was a Big 12 Player of the Year, correct? Yeah.
I think he might have been.
Yeah, I think he was a Player of the Year in the Big 12. The guy you're speaking of. Now he's an awesome player. They're very athletic and they shoot good. But the good news is they play strictly man to man.
Which is Arkansas's forte at this point because you saw what happened when they went to zone. So
thank you.
You know, Donnie, when you was talking about a quarterback that you can depend on, for not that I am an Alabama fan, but I love the mindset of Jalen Hurts. The guy just kept coming.
Yes.
And he was not on that field to compete. He was there to win that game.
That's right.
And I love that about him.
Mm-hmm.
And the problem for too much is it seems like as long as we're competitive in the SEC, that's like the standard for Arkansas.
Yeah.
But you can't build a championship team with that mindset.
No.
You're not there to compete. You're there to win.
That's right.
I feel like that was the difference between you guys when you played versus the guys that are possibly on that practice field right now.
I agree. Like you're saying, we play to win. I'm coming out here to dominate. I'm coming out here to win the game. Now we did have best dressed. You want to be best dressed wide receiver. We had the best dressed. Who uniform looked the best and all this kind of good stuff. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? But when you get on that field, you are trying to win the freaking game. I don't care if coach say, Donnie, I'm not throwing the ball now once today. I need you to clear out all day. You need to clear out all day and let Shivas come underneath. I didn't like it. I want to catch the ball. I want some of the ball. They threw the Shivas. You know what I'm saying? But if that's what's going to win the game for us, let's go for it, Shivo. Let's make it happen. You make the play, Shivas. I'm clearing out. All right, all you do is I'm gonna clear out, and you come underneath, make the play. GT getting the ball. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is to it. And that's what the players don't have today. They have a selfish attitude. If it's all about me, it's all about me. If my stats don't look good, if this and that, but are you grading out a winner? Or is every play, are you giving 100%? Or you blocking when the blade is way over yonder, or you still dominating your man over here, dominate him completely. Every play of the game, you dominate him.
Right.
You own it. Every play of the game. So once it's over with, when the game over, he comes shake your hand. He say, "Hey man, good game. You work, man." That's all. Yeah, that's my job to work you. But the players today, it seems as though, I don't know for a fact, it seems as though they don't have that attitude. They don't have it. They don't have it. It's all about being pretty, being cute. You know what I'm saying? What the stats say. The stats. I mean, the stats fine, but did we win? That's the stat that matters. Win or loss, like you were saying in the SEC, we have got to just like saying, well, we played Alabama great. We played a good game against LSU. What do you mean you ain't beat them?
But you still lost.
Right, you ain't beat them. So
Yeah, before this year, we lost? There was like 4 or 5 games. It was 3 points with LSU. We lost most of them.
Yep.
Right.
That's unacceptable.
Unacceptable.
No, we're not here to compete. We're here to be a champion.
Mm-hmm.
Anything less than that is you got the wrong mentality.
Right.
So
now I got to wait the next week. Now I got to wait the next week to win the game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got to wait a whole week to win another game.
That's right.
And I had an opportunity. Like I said, 3 points. Now we played. Like I said, I can see progress. Now I can see progress.
Right.
I'm gonna be an optimist. I can see progress. You know what I'm saying? Now it's time for us to take it to another level. It's time for people like ourselves, you, me, all the people that's been there. It's time for us to do our parts, whatever that case may be. Supporting the athletic director, supporting the assistant athletic director, supporting the coaches, supporting the trainers. Doing something to enhance the program. You know what I'm saying? Like you guys doing on this thing here. Broadcasting it. That we are champions too.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And let them know that we're in this thing. We're in this thing like everybody else. The OUs of the world, the USCs and the Penn States and the Ohio States, Clemsons and the Floridas and the LSU, the Alabama, these cats. Hey, man, we just as prominent as those guys at the end of the day.
Especially in the SEC.
Yeah. I'm trying to hear that.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see how Talon performs this year if that line can give him more time. Now, just my observation, I think he's one of the finest young men I've had the privilege to get to talk to. He's just a gentleman. He is just first class, but he comes across as just a really nice guy. And you got to have a little bit of an attitude when you're going to play football.
Mm-hmm.
It's not being arrogant. It's being, confident in who you are and the desire to set and prove that you can handle pressure.
Right.
And I'm willing to give Talon, this year, and I hope he does well.
I do too.
But we'll find out real soon because it won't be a week or two, and Arkansas will be in deep with quality teams they're going to have to play against, and we'll see how that offensive line holds up.
I'm definitely pulling for him.
Yes,
I'm definitely 100%. I'm 100% pulling for him. You know what I mean? Because I can see it. I can see the moments of greatness. I can see it. I can see the moments of greatness. I want to see it when the chips are all the way down.
Yeah.
Right.
It's all on you, Taylor. It's all on you. It is on you.
It's like Patrick Mahomes lead us down
Exactly.
to lead us to the end zone.
Take me in. I don't care how you do it. Just get a step. And that's what I'm saying.
That's one thing that I can say about Patrick is, man, I tell you what, whenever he's got that ball, you better be paying attention because he's getting ready to burn you.
Yeah. Do y'all remember that? Do y'all remember that game against Buffalo?
Yeah.
It was what? It was seconds. It was freaking seconds in the freaking game.
Right.
And he came back and he took his team down there.
This is why, Donnie. This is why. Because Patrick has always been in the moment and has never let the moment get too big. because when you let the moment get too big, you get blinders on, and everything starts to close up, and everything starts to go from out here to in here, and then before you know it, you've got tunnel vision, and that's what I saw last year from Talon that you don't see from Patrick. Like for instance, when you referenced him in his multiple comebacks against Buffalo or the domination of Buffalo, and that's where Talon has to improve over this offseason. I don't know how you do it. I know that Bobby Petrino does. He's got to be able to find some way to be able to make sure that he stays within the moment and doesn't let it get too big for him.
Well, I got 100% confidence in Coach Petrino. I got 100% trust in him that he can really get him there. It's mental. It's not physical. He has every physical attribute known to man. Taylor Green does. You know what I'm saying? So now I think that Coach Petrino can work with him mentally. And like you were saying about the offensive line, you guys got to dig deep. You guys got to block. You got to communicate. You got to switch. You got to do what you got to do to keep this guy protected back here.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And let him do what he do. Because we got skill guys. He got running backs.
Right.
We got receivers that can make something happen. So we got to let him make the best decision for what's given to him. What the landscape say. Let him eat off the land.
Jason, when you said tunnel vision, that I immediately thought with Patrick Mahomes, what he does is he has wide vision. He's got that broad vision. He sees everything. And sometimes quarterbacks, they single out one receiver, and if he ain't open, then they're looking to do something
with their legs at that point.
Yeah, and you got to have that wide vision. It's just like Patrick. He'll sit there and he'll be looking this way. He'll look that way. And all this stuff is happening around him, but he is as cool as a cucumber in that pocket. And I greatly respect that quarterback.
And what I think Patrick is really good at is when you reference him looking at his checkdowns, first, second, third, fourth,
right?
He's really good at knowing where those guys are at, where the marker that they're at, what the play looks like, where the defensive player is at, and making a split second decision of, okay, well, he's here. I don't throw here. He's on the back side of the receiver. I'm not going to throw here. He's on the front side. Okay, that's my guy. That sort of thing. I think that's what his processing is so quick, and knowing what markers that these defensive players need to be at for him to have a successful play. I think that's some of the things that he does really well.
And to piggyback what you're saying, I contribute that to film work, to film study, to studying the game and knowing your offense and knowing your players. I contribute that to studying the game.
That's right. You have to be a student of that game, and you have to. I had a grandson that played for Fayetteville High. In his sophomore season, they won state championship, and he was a starting linebacker. And my son told me, he said, "Dad, Trendon just stays in front of a video reading film." And he said, "And you try to play him Madden football, and he will clean your clock."
Yeah.
He knows what you're going to do because he sees the way the men are lined up, so he knows where you're going.
That's right. And I think that I contribute that to a part of Patrick's game. And I don't know how this Mr. Green, I don't know how his study habits are. I don't know.
Right.
But I would encourage him to get in that film room and stay in that film room. Study that film.
Yep.
And no tendencies. I mean, the film, it's going to tell you everything. It's going to tell you everything. Like you're saying, I look at these quarterbacks hit these tight windows. I was watching an old game with Baker Mayfield. They was playing the Atlanta Falcons. Tampa was on about the 5-6 yard line going in. Baker rolled. He rolled to his right, and the receiver he leaned into the left, a little bit to the defender, and he broke back to the right. But it was another receiver on the outside, so the defender was behind that receiver. So I tell you, he hit him on a tight. I mean, it's a tight, like a wonder about that tight. Hit that receiver, and I'm like, man, that's film study.
Right.
That's film study and timing. He knew that. Yeah, he knew that he had X amount of feet. That outside receiver had X amount of feet to that sideline, so the defender knew that he could slack back. You know what I'm saying? So this defender did slack back, but he couldn't get there fast enough because Baker put that son on a rope, right there to that receiver. I mean, so those type plays, you just watch them. Watch those type plays, those tight windows, like he was saying about Baker go from boom, 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 and he come back over here. You know what I'm saying? Just that quick. Because he know he got a deep guy going yonder ways. You know, that's film study. And he get it in his head that makes it automatic. It makes an automatic thought, if you will.
And a quarterback learns to decoy. They learn to. They'll know to look a defensive player off of the receiver he's wanting to throw to simply by looking away, because what happens is that back generally responds to where the quarterback is looking.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Well, y'all, let's wrap this up. We got some Razorback basketball to watch here pretty soon.
Go
Hogs!
Man, screw it. Let's go get them, baby. Hey, man, eat them Raiders up tonight.
Again, pspi.org. If you're able to help in any way, shape, or form, hit that side up. If you have any questions, I'm sure Donnie can answer those for you as well. I'm sure you can find him about anywhere. Facebook.
Yep.
I mean, hey, are you going to be here April 19th?
It's the 19th?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. I done made a man. I'm gonna come that weekend. I have no that first weekend. I'm not coming that second weekend. You know, because they got 2 weekends, right?
No, just the weekend of the 19th.
Okay, I know what I'm saying, but events. Cause
events. I think there is 2 weekends.
Yeah, because got the Black alumni that next weekend.
No, usually they have that in coordination. They have just a couple of days before.
No. They got 2 separate weekends.
Gotcha.
So I talked to David Basil, and Basil explained to me his situation. You know, it's a split. He's not involved in it anymore. He told me. You know, he stepped down from because it was a Letterman's Club and the alumni. They merged, and they do the one weekend. Then the next weekend is the Black.
The BAS, and that's I got Limbo Parks over here. He's throwing out some comments. First off, he says, "Why are you talking to Donnie?"
Hey, man. Hey, tell him because you want to. You can do what you want to do. Hey, man. Hey, man. Tell Limbo I ain't got to do what I ain't. Limbo, we don't do what you want us to do. We do what we want to do.
Hey, you're the best looking guy I know from Longview, Texas. That's all I got to say.
All right. I'm going to throw it up for you. Lobo's in the house. Hey, man, I appreciate you. Hey, man, I enjoyed it.
It was fun.
It had a great time. Y'all take care. So we'll be back on next Thursday. We'll be in Rogers. Tomorrow morning, 10:30, we got the Arkansas Diamond Report with myself and Dudley. Be sure to jump in with that. Go support those Razorbacks. We'll be here on April 19th. There's some more information to come on that. And it'll be a huge blowout here at the Fayetteville store. Got Torchys that's going to be doing all sorts of stuff. Carbless Cocktails is going to be on hand. They're going to decorate the store. We're going to try to get as many of the 5 of you guys that were able to be on the interview. We're going to bring you back in again if you're able to stop by, and we're going to do another one. I've got Alyssa Rattler that I think she wants to help a little bit with that too. So we're going to have all sorts of folks here that are going to be here to celebrate and have a great time. So if you're able to make it, I'm going to tell you what, my partner, you should be here.
Arkansas 91, Texas Tech 78.
You called it.
Okay. And the great Limbo Parks will be in town was his last message. So we're going to get out of here on that.
All right, y'all be cool, man. We loved it.
See you, Donnie.
Thanks,
All right,
Donnie. Y'all
All right.
take care and go Hogs.
All right.
Y'all, it's time for some damn good tacos in college football. We're excited to announce our title sponsor, Torchys Tacos, for the Arkansas Football Report with Otis Kirk, and the new addition to the Hogville.net family, the Arkansas pregame show starring former Hog running back Marshall Foreman, hosted by Jason Pattison. If you're looking for a place to unwind and call the Hogs, Torchys is the place. Torchys' location on MLK in Fayetteville is the proud host of the Arkansas pregame show, and it will air 2 hours prior to kickoff of each Fayetteville home game. The Arkansas Football Report airs every Thursday at 7 p.m. in Rogers. Check out the full-service bar on the patio or in the restaurant while you cheer Arkansas on to victory. Torchys has you covered with the daily drink specials or the taco of the month with their queso that's made in-house fresh daily. Torchys has 2 convenient locations in Northwest Arkansas, which happen to be the only 2 locations here in the great state of Arkansas. They have you covered for some damn good tacos, and go Hogs.